everyone. This is Lori Delk-Radecki, and I am talking to you tonight on 5 training tips on content marketing strategies to attract customers. And so, if you're in network marketing, of course, you're trying to attract customers and distributors. But if you're in traditional business, you may just be trying to attract customers or clients. So, this is kind of training on both because I do a lot of coaching and training on both areas. So I'm going to talk to you about 5 different tips. And so the first one is deep dive into your target audience analysis. So understand who your ideal customer is. So some companies or some trainings call it your avatar. Who is your ideal avatar? Which is basically who is your ideal customer? So create detailed buyer personas to identify what those customers' needs are, what their pain points are that you're going to solve, and what their preferences are. So think about that in your ideal customer thoughts and figure out if you can, it you can, of course, always, like a lot of people, some people say, oh, I have skincare. So anyone that has skin is my customer. That's great. And a lot of times that's true. But think of who your ideal customers are, like who you want to go after. You might want to go after certain people where you still might be able to help a lot more people, but who do you want to kind of niche to, right? Think about that because that's where you can excel if you have a certain niche and you market towards that niche, right? So you can still market wildly also, but you really want to niche down to who you're going after, who's most ideal for you. If you're, like I was a homeschool mom, if you're that, or cops' wives, or widows, or stay-at-home moms, or if you're a knitter or a crocheter or you're a soccer person, like whatever you are, wherever your habits or interests are, maybe you look into those niches and you go for those kind of niches for whatever your product or service is. Next, conduct thorough market research. So analyze your competition or your competitors if you have any. Also look at different industry trends, what's going on in the world right now. And then also your customers' behavior to identify different opportunities. Like, what are your customers saying? Are you following up with your customers to even ask them how they liked it, how they're doing on it, how it's helping them? If you're not doing that, you need to be doing that. And then develop customer journey maps, is what I call it. So visualize your customer's path to purchasing and tailor that content accordingly. So if you have a customer that purchases from you, if they've purchased from you once, if you have a good product, if it did well for them, and especially if you give great customer service and you follow up, they'll rebuy from you. So create your content accordingly to follow up with them. And then tip number 2 is master your content creation and optimization. So you want to create high quality and valuable content. Nobody just wants to see spam, 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 right? We see ads all the time, all day long, more and more ads all the time. So they don't want to see your ads also, right? But if you're selling something, you're going to have some sort of ads, but focus on providing solutions to customer problems or issues and delivering that exceptional value. So like, and one of the companies I promote, I post testimonials all the time. And so rather than just posting, this is what I have and this is what's so great and whatever, I post customer testimonials. So I feel like I'm providing value to people to see those testimonials. So see what kind of value you can use and promote. And then optimize your content for search engine optimization, as well as using relevant keywords. If it's on a web page, using your meta descriptions, your header tags, improve your search engine visibility. But on social media, use your hashtags. And then leverage different content formats. So you've got blogs, you've got videos, you've got infographics, there's podcasts, there's your social media posts, there's all kinds of places that you can put things. And so make sure that you learn what's good and applicable in each one of those areas, because different things are different things that you can do, right? Like Instagram is mainly pictures and or video, but it's short videos, but it can be a little bit longer than like for on Threads or on Twitter. They're very short. Or TikTok and LinkedIn, the maximum is videos, and it's maximum 10 minutes. And LinkedIn, you can still do pictures and text also. But so look at the different ones and what you can do on each channel and how to best do it. Tip number 3 is build a strong content distribution strategy. So utilize multiple channels, distribute content across different social media channels, in your email marketing, other relevant platforms, be on the different social media channels. Like I said, learn what to do and how to do it on each one. It doesn't mean you have to spend a ton of time on each one, but you can still be active on each one, right? And then leverage influencer partnerships. So collaborate with other people, other influencers to expand your reach and credibility. But with that, you have to bring something to the table, right? So you want to reach out to people that do have other influence, but you have to have some influence and you have to do things together, right? So like somebody reached out to me recently and they were wanting me to put them on my podcast, and they were wanting me to do a video with them. And they said, and then they would see if they wanted me to do something with them. But at the beginning, they reached out, they wanted me to be on their channel. And then they quickly switched it. And that's not the way it works. That's not the give and take thing, right? So you want to, if you're going to work with people and other influencers to help each other, you want it to be kind of consistent on both sides, right? And then you want to promote your content consistently. So create a content calendar, maintain regular publishing schedule. You can do that. Or, for me, I honestly don't do that. I post things as I feel led, whether it's, something I've read in my meditations and Bible reading and my sales training and my personal development. And then I feel something that I learned something that I want to share with people, then I share it. But I do share consistently. At least once a day, I post something, I share something, and usually it's a couple times a day. But I personally don't take the time to put it all on my calendar and schedule it out. I do more of the kind of raw and real and as I feel, but you just want to be consistent. So tip number 4 is measure and analyze your content performance. So set clear KPIs, your key performance indicators. You can track your content success, such as website traffic, engagements, conversations. Like I have, for 35 years, I've done web and graphics design and branding and marketing. I stepped back from a lot of that. I do my own stuff, and I manage a couple clients that I have had for years and years. But I don't take on very many new clients with that. I refer it out to other people, but I know all about that. And I send out, like, to one of my clients, I send out, here's your social media stats of where they were last month and where they're at this month, where they were 6 months ago, where they're at now. And so they see that their email stats of how many emails they sent out, their open and close rate, their click rates, things like that. You want to use those tools and use different analytics to measure your performances and identify areas for improvement. And then refine your strategy. So you continuously analyze your data to optimize content creation and your distribution. Same thing. So if you're doing it for a business or even yourself for your own business, it's up to you how you want to do it. For me, I do it more, like I said, the raw and real, and I post things as I feel them and as I get information and I want to share them. But if you do need that calendar base, then I suggest you do that. But the biggest thing is you want to be consistent with it and you want to post something every single day. You want to reach your clientele, your sphere of influence every day and reach out to people. So tip number 5, the last one, is foster a content-centric culture. So you want to align your content with your business goals. So ensure your content supports your overall business objectives, contributes to your revenue growth. The same thing I do, on my social media, I do a lot in business and sales and marketing training and helping people and coaching and training people, but I also run my own businesses, and so I have that as well. And then I believe in a lot of just flat out relationship building and connecting with people and encouraging people and very spiritual, religious, and just helping people get closer to God. And so you got to look at all the areas of what you want to do and what your goals are for you and in your business. But then you also can encourage, like I said, the collaboration with other influencers or with other people. You can foster teamwork between marketing and sales and other people. So like with one of the companies I work with, if someone else on my team posts something on their wall, a lot of times I'll share it to mine, even if it has their link. I don't care, because if they join with them, then it's still on my team. So I don't care. But it also helps me to, if it was something good, then I can share it, right? And then also invest in content creation resources. So look for different tools, training, support. Like I said, I do a lot of sales coaching and training on this, but there's things that you can use like Word Swag. I love that little app. I create all little images in there. Canva, I use that. I've been a graphics designer for 35 years, so I use a lot of things on my Mac. I use something called Pixelmator Pro. I love that. So look for different things that are going to help you to create things also. And then just a couple quick little things before I close is like storytelling. Create emotional connections with your audience, with the people that you influence, and tell stories. Like they always say, stories sell, but even not so much selling, but just connecting with people. So tell stories to connect with people. People want to hear the raw and real side, right? And then stay up to date with your content marketing, with marketing trends, best practices. You want to always be learning, always be coachable, always be learning. Following all these different things are going to help you develop a strong foundation in your content marketing and help you to effectively attract and engage more customers and more distributors if you're looking for that, or even just influencers or people following you, all those different things. So just keep in touch with that. And I hope this training helped you. If it did, leave a comment below. If you're on the podcast and watching, you can leave me a review. That would be awesome. If you're on YouTube, then you could subscribe and leave a comment. And I'll see you next week. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Have a great night.